Oh, let's see here. I'm just, for my own curiosity, it is 6:35 in the late afternoon, 6:35. And it's pitch dark outside. I have a light tower over here. I have a light tower over there. I'm hoping that the artificial lighting doesn't mess up the camera too much. The 1824 is substantially larger for the area than the 1624 was, so it's a little bit in here on an angle. It's kind of close to the log loader trailer that I'm using for a forwarding device, but we'll go ahead and start grappling some logs, tossing things over, and the proud new owner of this is going to be here in about 30 minutes, so hopefully I can get this video done in time. Stay tuned. Try not to scratch it for you here, guys, but see what we can do. This trailer comes in so handy for so many different things in the course of the day. Nice big long one here. So we show off that extended deck nice. Just going to set it down so I can get a better grapple bite on it, because like I said, I don't want to drop anything on a brand new wood processor. It's been raining the last 2 days, so everything's a little extra slippery. I would just prefer not to damage anything that's not mine. So like I was saying earlier in the walk around video, if you can kind of keep the trunk end facing towards the splitter, that definitely lets you get the longer stuff kind of hanging off of it here. That's a good, I don't know, 8-10 feet hanging off the other end. Maybe I'll move the camera just so you can kind of see what's going on. Just while we're doing this here, this is the AM Machinery 714, or 716, I'm sorry, 716 1600 with an AM 190 log loader on it. The log loader does reach 19 feet from center out, and it does pick up 3,000 pounds at the half reach mark. Just in full disclosure, I am not cherry picking anything off of this pile. It's whatever I can get the grapple around is what we're picking up and putting on the deck. It's got a couple extra little knots kind of sticking out of the bottom of it that'll show off the rounded log trough if I can actually get it in the grapple here. Because the camera's running. Apparently wants to fight with me tonight. Well, fine. I'll just grab two at once then. As you can see, I am doing this while it is not hooked up to the trailer. That's why I'm bouncing up and down just a little bit here. But that is two pieces in the grapple at the same time. The front one's maybe 12 feet long. The back one's probably a solid 14 or better. When one doesn't want to play nice, we'll just go ahead and grab two. Piece of maple here looks like it used to be a Y or a second leader kind of coming off of it. the leg there. All right, that should be enough for now. Usually I forget to turn the loader off. I am going to take the camera and just flip it over here quick, and I'll show you what we're doing as well. So there is the excess hanging off the deck. Definitely no bobble or anything like that, because there's just so much weight up on the live deck itself. Sorry, I'm bumping the camera, the tripod into the trailer. Just to show you here, we've got empty firewood bags that we're going to fill. Our 25-foot radius axle stacking conveyor. We got the disc cleaner going, just trying to get the oil warm before I rev everything up. Get the camera positioned back in here because everybody wants to see the saw. And we'll start splitting some firewood. All right, I'm just trying to bring the camera in a little bit closer here. I promise you I didn't cut anything. There's no sawdust, no bits down here in the trough. I'm just trying to get it where you can still see like kind of what I'm doing on the controls, and see the splitter and the saw, everything kind of happen all in once. I was really hoping to have two cameras, but for some reason they weren't wanting to play nice with each other. So one cool thing that I'm kind of jealous with is this has the throttle over here. That's just sweet, because I don't have to walk around the machine. And I do have the 8-way wedge in this. Guess I should have measured to see where the guide bar is, but we'll run with it. That looks to be about 18. We typically run in the 16-inch range. No, it's right there. It's about 17 inches, I guess. Always helps when I turn the conveyor on. Let's see what kind of pieces. That's out of the top. We'll recycle that back in. Like a smaller piece here. Never used this big 8-way before, so I'm not really sure where it's got to be size-wise. Lift that up a little bit. Nope, wrong one. There we go. On my 1624, that one's the wedge up and down, so just a little bit different, a little bit of a learning curve. Did it again. Wedge up is this one. That's a little bit more better. I like that. Trying to keep an eye on everything. I got the cleaner going over my left shoulder, and I got the conveyor going, filling the bags. And it's just about 18 inches. burn in an indoor stove, and then we do quite a bit for retail sale. I just like to make sure everything's nice and small. Kind of coming up along the last little bit here. Doing a phenomenal job. We'll bring that arm back up again. Bring this out. Now if this was a bigger piece of wood, you can get into like 22 inch. That'd be a lot of weight for one hand. So you bring the table up, you can grapple it, drop it away. As soon as it cuts, it drops right in. Not big enough to sell. Nice big one. Sorry, I'm not even paying attention. I'm not talking. It's just trying to figure everything out. Make sure it runs nice and smooth. And like I was saying earlier too, your right hand pretty much lives on this one valve, and your left hand pretty much stays on the splitter, except when you can bring up that last log table. Plus, I guess if I'm not talking, then you can actually hear the motor, hear the saw. And I was really hoping to have the second GoPro up and going, but some kind of an update problem, I don't know. It really is sweet to watch the pivot point on that go back and forth and not worry about the, not really that it's a worry, but just so nothing's really moving on that end. It's pretty neat to see it all happen. And just like that, we've filled a bag. Not too shabby. I'll move this over here. Oh, last one. And I forgot to turn the conveyor back on. It's just one of those days, what can I say? And we'll bring that next log in that'll help push the other one off. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but we'll... Oh, looks like it'll be able to go right in there. Yep, right at the nice cut length. Drop that away. See how quick I can get this to go. Sorry, I heard a little whine. Sometimes when that happens, that means the disc cleaner needs a little attention, but everything's moving and grouping pretty good over there. This 8-way star wedge is really doing a nice job. What am I doing? I'm not used to having that there at my access. That's pretty funny. Old habits, I guess. I did it again. It's an added feature and I keep forgetting to use it. Going to run the piece through the bottom and drop this wedge down a little bit. Clear out the bottom ears. Just the diameter changed just enough that I want to make sure we're catching everything nice and even, pieces coming out. Second bag is filling up pretty quick. I'm already looking ahead, trying to remind myself that I've got to use the lift there on the other side. You just get into a rhythm like the Johnny Cash song, and it's just second nature to want to reach in and do it. The other bag's about full. Gonna remember to move my block this time. And gonna remember to turn the conveyor back on this time. I can bring this over here and you can kind of see what kind of view I'm working at, maybe. I think that's going to work so much. There's the proud new owner showed up. I didn't quite get the full cord done when I wanted to. All right, well, with that, I think we're going to call it a wrap. Well, I'm sure the neighbors are wondering when I'm going to shut this operation down here for tonight, so going to wrap this one up. The new machine's on its way to Maryland. McKinley just left, and I couldn't be happier with how that thing ran. Cycle time was decent on the splitter. The saw cut great. That 8-way wedge is just an animal. I love that new 8-way wedge. Everything was nice and stepped in there, so you weren't coming up and hitting a hard wall every time. It really handled the wood decent. Once we got it set right, I was really happy with the finished product coming off of it. Only had to throw a few pieces back into it. As you can see behind me, there's 1, 2, 3 bags full. They're 1/3 of a cord each, so that's a full cord of firewood. The conveyor is nice and full, and I think the video is probably going to end up being somewhere around 20 minutes. I won't know until I edit it later on tonight or tomorrow or whatever day here over the weekend. But again, just really happy with how that new 1824 gas motor ran. The cleaner is just such a nice tool to have. The radius axle stacking conveyor, just being able to motion back and forth between different things is such a nice touch, and then be able to move it so easily. Hopefully it sparked some interest. The walk around video is what it is, you know, with the expos not being around because of COVID. Try to give you guys a pretty decent look into stuff. So if we can ever get you a sales quote, you know, please don't hesitate to ask for one. We do ship nationwide, or you're welcome to come up here and pick one up in person. The phone number to reach me is 833-SPLITTER. That's 833-775-4887. You can also email me. It's sales@shaverequipment.com. And just, again, thanks for watching. You're the whole reason why we do what we do. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.